What's going on, good people? Once again, we bumped into it again. Once again, we've seen this craziness again. White cops shooting the crap out of black people. It's whack. We think that perhaps that it's going to be some kind of adjustment and change. I got news for you, wonderful people. It ain't. You think this stuff is going to shift without any type of consequence or connection? It ain't. But I think I got the solution. I think that I've come up with a solution. How we're going to stop these white police officers from shooting the crap out of black people. I think I got it. It's JoJo Hill Show. Stay here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend and brother, Robert W. JoJo Hill, the servant, the artist, and the author. And, of course, I'm in the building on the day. Yes. All right, man. We got to talk about it. Young man by the name of Dante Wright was shot the crap by Minnesota police. You would think that Minnesota would have learned their doggone lesson. Shooting the crap out of black people and watch what happened. Killing the crap out of black people and seeing what happens. Now, a lot of people are not going to be comfortable with this. And guess who doesn't care? This guy, because it's nobody is probably more uncomfortable than the people that's dead behind these freaking white people shooting the crap and choking and killing black people. All right, guys, I want you to imagine there is an officer who rolls up on a kid, 20 years old. 10 of them, 6 of them, 5 of them, all surround this kid, 20 years old, who's probably scared to death. And one of them grabbed a weapon and by mistake shoot the crap out of this kid. Now I want you to imagine that all of the cops are black and the person that they shot the crap out of was white. I want you to sit right there for 2 seconds and think about that. See, here's the problem. It is my estimation, let me say this right off the gate. It is my estimation and belief that, first of all, women cops, particularly white women cops, have absolutely no business being cops. That is my personal thought. As a matter of fact, I'll go even further. I don't think women should be police officers at all because I believe that that is a position that should be reserved for men because simply the position. People say, well, you can't be that, you're being misogynistic. Bump you and go jump off of a freaking bridge. It is my estimation. That's my own personal thought. You can't determine my thought, YouTube. You can't determine my thought, Facebook. You can't bully and punk me and buffalo me into thinking and saying whatever y'all think I'm supposed to say. Bump you. These are my thoughts. Let me share this with you. Being in those positions require a very specific type of thinking. It's a very specific type of thinking. But if you don't understand that, if you don't realize and recognize that all these things have emotional stress and all those things tied into them, you won't understand it. See, you'll think that this crap, oh, anybody can do it. Bump you, man. This is not realistic. Let me say this to you. White females particularly have zero. Let me rephrase it. Not all, but a vast majority and a huge population of white women have no connection or understanding with black people at all. They don't. You can be friends with them at one place, and when you go into another place, they'll act like they don't know you. Particularly if you're a black male. If you are a black man and not a punk, ooh-wee, that's going to be a whole nother something. Now, I have to set it up like this because we don't always understand how these things connect. So if you have people who cannot relate to you, they don't have any understanding of you, they'll always mishandle you. Haven't you guys noticed that you don't see a wide majority of black unarmed people being shot and killed by black cops because they have a different level of understanding. It is my belief and my contention that the policing should happen within that particular culture and race. But of course, I already know that that's not probable at all. It's highly unlikely because it's just not schematically going to work. And I get it. But here's the part where I believe that I found the solution, because this is going to be wonderful. I believe that we have the freaking solution. Y'all ready for this? White cops that kill black people should be left in the hands of the people's family that they kill. And it should be a very specific consequence in connection to that. If you kill the crap out of a black person, you should land in the hand of those black people's family and friends, and they should be allowed to do what they will to you. If there was a consequence connected to these killings, we would cease to see them. We continue to see them. You know why? Because there's no consequence. I've been talking about this for a long time. There's no consequence. They're not seeing any consequence. If you know you can slap the crap out of your boss and you won't get fired, you would probably slap the crap out of your boss. Very few people would have the discipline to just say, I'm not going to slap this mug. I'm just going to keep on working and let them do what they want to me. Nope, you won't do that. More than likely, you will slap the crap out of them. So here's my contention and my solution. I'm going to offer this, and I hope that the powers that be all across this country will hear it. White cops that kill unarmed black people should be left in the hands of the family and friends of the people that they kill. Forget this crap jumping on the news and talking about, oh, we just want you guys to remain peaceful. Watch, you guys are going to see it. You're going to see that bald-headed black dude, cop show up. I mean, that lawyer dude, he's going to show up, sitting beside the family, talking all this Black Lives Matter stuff. He just always shows the crap up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I forget the guy's name. Black dude, bald head, has on suit, tie all the time. He's going to show up. He's going to say his Black Lives Matter speech. They're going to reach some type of a settlement. They're going to get a little bit of bread. He's going to be off to the next and pray for the next victim. This is just how it is. But white cops will continue to do this crap if they know it's no consequence. They know they don't have no consequence. I told someone yesterday, one of my good friends, I said, this is what I believe happened. He said, Jojo, what do you think should happen to these cops that's killing the crap out of black people? I said, all right, this is my thought. They should first lose all their money. First order of business, they should lose all their money. All their money should be gone. Their savings should be gone. Their pension should be gone. Their retirement should be gone. All their sources of revenue should be snatched from them. Now, see, here's the deal. You would only probably have to do it to about the first 100 or first 1,000 people that did crazy stuff, and it would quickly stop. See, if you knew that you was going to get punched in your face, then it's a good chance that you won't do certain things. It's called causality, cause and effect. You do this, it's going to cause this. But this is what's happening with these white cops. They do this, and there is no that. So the that or the consequence is not strong enough that's going to make them stop. You guys have heard me talk about this stuff before in the past, where I believe they should lose their ability to get a mortgage. Their children or their grandchildren should be forbidden to get any type of federal student loans or aid, anything like that. They should lose all medical, dental. They should lose all of those things in connection with the consequence of killing unarmed black people. See, we have a lopsided perspective. And here's the lopsided perspective, folks. We know that these cops must have discipline because they don't do it to Asian people. Haven't you guys noticed that you're not seeing cops in mass? I'm not saying that there's been some cases of Asians being killed. Shut the crap up. We're talking about in mass, in the same percentage and scale that we've seen it happen to black people. We haven't seen it happen with Asians. We haven't seen it happen with freaking Egyptian people. We haven't seen it happen with Chinese people. God, no, heck no. All those people that fall into that Asian category, we ain't seen that. We ain't seen it happen with groups of Russian people. We ain't seen it happen with mafia-related people or so-called mafia-related people. Italians, we haven't seen it. But the question should be why? Are these cops suddenly developing a better sense of discipline? Are you having a better sense of discipline when it comes down to your taser or your Glock? No. You don't have a connection with the skin. I had a situation just the other day. I went into this store, went to a furniture store, and I was going in. You guys know I love globes. I collect globes. So I'd seen this decent globe in there. So I went back in a second time. I said, let me go check and look at this globe. I'm probably going to grab it. Walk in, this older white lady, probably in her late 50s, 60s. She practically chasing me down when I get in the store. And you know how they face, oh, Mr. Nigger. Oh, hi. Can I help? No, ma'am. I'm good. I'm all right. I know what I'm looking for. I just want to go see if this thing is here. Let me take another look at it. If I need your help, I'll come and see you. So I find the globe, walk back up to the front, find the lady. She's over near this area where these tables are, like dining room, kitchens, and all this stuff. So we start talking, having a decent conversation, and she's making some small pleasantries and here and there. And then she says, do you know what I do for a living? And I said, yes, you work at this store, and okay, I got one for you. You, like myself, we assess people. We assess people to determine their needs, and then based upon the service or products that we provide, we give them an opportunity to get these services or the products. So we assess people. And she's just standing there just looking. She's like, and I know what she's thinking because I've seen this look before. It's particularly when white women look at black alpha men, dudes that are just straight up black men that are not punky and sissy acting and act like girls and have that punky demeanor about them. They just straight up, very specific, know exactly what they're saying. White women generally they don't generally absorb that. They can't because they get very, very, they get that other thing about them. So we're talking and I said, oh yes, this is, I've trained salespeople in the past and this, that, and the other. And we're just having a normal conversation, just talking. And I said, are you familiar with the story of Solomon? I said, remember Solomon? He was a particular degree of wisdom. I said, what we do, we have to be able to use wisdom because wisdom gives us the ability to determine differences. So those differences would be, what does this customer need versus what this customer needs? What does this person lean towards? Which thing is catching their eye better than the other? And I'm having this conversation. I said, that's really like what we do. So then this older white woman says to me in a very, upscale area in Tennessee, she stops and then she says, I don't know if you should get that globe. I think you should find it somewhere else. I said, what? What do you mean? Why'd you just say that? I'm going to get someone else to help you, Mr. Nigger. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't feel comfortable. White lady walks away. About 30 seconds later, this little gay acting black dude comes over there. Young boy, look like he's maybe 20, 21. And he comes over with his little iPad. Is this going to be all for you today, sir? Is this all you're going to be having? I said, what? Hold on. What am I looking at? What just happened to the lady that was sitting here? Consequences. I want to show you guys something because it's very specific. This is something very specific. Well, is this going to be all for you? Now, here's this little black boy. The place is filled with white people. One little gay black boy, and it was another black girl. The black girl wasn't saying anything. Looked like she was maybe about 23. So little gay boy come over there. I don't know what happened. She said she don't feel comfortable. I can ring you out. If this all you're going to be having, if this going to be all you're going to be having today, sir. I said, wait a minute, hold on. Absolutely not. I'm not giving you any. Are you crazy? I'm not giving you anything. What just happened to the lady? Why did that lady just get up and do that? Why did she just do that? I get up, walk from the table that I was sitting at, because I'm saying, wait a minute, hold on, maybe I'm being punked. Maybe they're pulling a practical joke on me. I walk around the corner, and I see the little white lady. I said, Miss, whatever her name was, Miss Patricia. I said, hey, what? Hey, why'd you just leave? I was about to buy this thing from you. You were doing a fantastic job. What happened? She just walks away, goes back, and I see her. She's walking down the middle of the store, and then she basically walks very swiftly, and she goes into a bathroom. So now I'm standing in the middle of the front of the store and I'm going, what just happened to this lady? Why did she just do that? I'm showing you guys something. Consequences. White women generally don't have a connection. They don't have a natural connection in any shape, form, or fashion in mass. Not all of them, but in mass, they don't have connection. They don't have any way of connecting with black people, particularly not black men. And I'm going to say black men for the sake of the show. They don't have a connection like that. So I'm standing in front of the store. There's another little fat white girl sitting in a chair, and it's about 3 or 4 other people, about 4 guys, and a little gay dude standing behind me, a little black dude. And I walk up to the front. I said, "Why did that lady just say that?" Because I'm thinking, what did she just say, or what did she just suggest? Oh, I just don't feel comfortable. See, here's a little rule of thumb, guys. This is just a little cliff note. I want you guys to hang on to this. The cop-out and the coward and the cowering terminology, this is the one that they use. I didn't feel comfortable. See, because that thing is too broad. It's very broad and it's very ambiguous. So I can pull a gun on you, black man. I didn't feel comfortable. I can just say you did something even if you didn't do anything because I didn't feel comfortable. Here's what the uncomfortability is. They don't have the ability to connect with nor relate to strong black men. They can relate to punky men. They can relate, oh, I mean, whatever you think, Miss Bethy, whatever you want to do. They can't deal with a black man that's very specific. Not in mass. Not in mass. This is why I don't believe that they should be behind that badge whatsoever. I saw another case scenario. Let me finish the story. No one in the room could give me any definition of what the crap this lady was talking about. They said, well, we can just help. No, you can't help me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why did that lady just do that? And I said to the black guy, I said, first of all, dude, I'm never going to have any aggression towards another black man, not because of a white woman. I'm not doing that. Are you out of your mind? Historically, we've seen it for 600 years. We've seen it. We've watched how they do and how they just have the, oh, I'm the victim and I don't know what happened and I just feel so uncomfortable. Y'all saw what happened with the lady that accused Emmett Till. That woman was 80-some years old before she died. I don't know if she died. I hope she did. Freaking lady. So, he didn't really do anything to me. I just lied. I made the whole thing up. I'm so sorry for that. That boy done got killed. Created a whole movement of stuff. And this white woman just completely made it up. This is historical data. This is not JoJo's. I'm just saying this crap because I'm just thinking of it. No, this is historical data. We've watched it for centuries. We've watched black people get jacked up at the hands and at the behest of these white women who just say stuff, well, I didn't feel comfortable, or they just say these random things. It was another case scenario that happened right here in my city. I was actually on the news. It was connected, but it wasn't about this piece. But this case specific, it was a dude that lives not far from here. Black guy. He was being arrested, and he was being arrested peacefully. It wasn't no big deal. He's walking out. Next thing you know, the dude starts spazzing out. Come to find out, the little white cop lady had did something to him. She kicked him or she poked him. She did something to him, and then the black dude starts freaking out. So of course they start, oh my God. And I jumped out. I seen him in the car. I jumped out. I said, oh man, they're going to kill this dude. They're going to kill this dude. I jumped out. Fortunately, they handled themselves decently enough that the dude did not get dramatically hurt. He later reached out to me and he thanked me for, the kind of intervention that I provided for him. I stayed there with him, talked to the cops, the whole 9 yards. And here's the thing. The cops that were on the scene, guess what they did and guess what they told the white cop lady that was there? The supervisor dude came out. He told her, get in the car and leave. You're stirring up this. You're creating too much of a stink. See, listen, If you guys go back and you look, historically speaking, we've seen this trait. We've seen this thing over and over again. We've watched it over and over. So this white woman cop, I forget, I think her name was Potter, something Potter, blasted the crap out of this little black boy. Oh, I thought I had my taser. It was a mistake. Okay. None of the other cops showed any form of clear and present danger with the little boy spazzing out, probably freaking out. He probably scared to death. I watched the interview of his mother, and his mom said that he was on the phone with her when he got stopped. And he said, "Mom, I got stopped by the police, and I don't know what's going on." And she said, "Well, why did they stop you, son?" They said, "Because I had an air freshener on my rearview mirror." I want y'all to chew on that. No consequence. There's no consequence. See, what's happening is these cops are being allowed to do these things with no real consequence. They said, "Well, oh, she resigned." That's very interesting. She resigned, but what does that mean? She wasn't fired, so she didn't lose the stuff. And this is the part that they don't quite often tell you guys and tell everybody. They don't tell the public this, that these people can just go and just grab another gig. They'll just go right to another department, get another job. Ain't no freaking big deal. Because there's no real consequence. If they knew that there was a genuine consequence for doing this crap to black people, they would quickly stop it. They won't quickly stop it because there's no real consequence. Can't kill the crap out of these people and then nothing happened. No. You kill somebody's son, somebody should be able to kill your grandson. You lose your house. Your mortgage is immediately distributed. You can't have a mortgage no more, and people won't rent to you. You should end up being a bum on the street. All of a sudden, all these cops that keep shooting people would all of a sudden stop shooting them. But they don't stop because there's no what? There's no consequence. We have to really, really, really be careful when we look at how these things play out. We have to be very careful when we start looking at how these cops are dealing with black people because they don't have a genuine connection. If it was just the lack of training, the statistics would be consistent all the way across the board. But they ain't. They ain't consistent all the way across the board. What they are is completely lopsided. You know why? Because they have no consequence. Oh, you don't remember which weapon to pull? Oh, I got. So whichever weapon, we're going to put it in a bag, and we're going to play Russian roulette with your little cousin. No. Yes, because the same way you feel about them is how that Wright family feels about their son, Dante, who got the crap shot out of him in the car with his girlfriend for being stopped. Watch this, for freaking allegedly being stopped for an air freshener hanging on his doggone rearview mirror. No consequence. Oh, you shot him because of air freshener? Got you. We're going to lock your behind in the trunk and put some air fresheners in there. And when their son can get out that morgue and come home, that's when we'll let you out this trunk. Oh, wait a minute. Well, wait. Oh, well, all of a sudden, I got a better sense of discipline. Let me tell you something. Okay, let me explain something to you. This is what I've learned. Over the years, I've learned this. There's so many guns that white people have and have used and trained with and played with since they was little bitty kids. I've talked to a whole bunch of folks, and they've had rifles and guns and pistols. Oh, my great grandfather left me this rifle here, left me this gun. And I started shooting, started going out hunting with my dad when I was 3. So you ain't mistakenly shoot your dad or your cousin or you can always specifically only shoot a deer, or you could only shoot a geese or a duck or a turkey or some crap. These people know what the crap they're doing. They know what you can feel the differences in guns. Crap out of here. You can tell the difference if you're holding a gun. I can tell if I'm holding the difference between a doggone pack of gum and a pack of now-laters. You don't think you can tell that? No, you can tell it. The thing that they don't adjust is what they feel instinctively towards black people. There was another case in Chicago. I just saw it tonight. Another case. A kid was 13 years old. Got the crap shot by a white cop. He was on the scene for 20 seconds and shot a 13-year-old kid. Now, again, I don't know all the details of this one. It was kind of sketchy for me. It was 2:30 in the morning. This 13-year-old kid is wandering around outside with somebody. I don't know who the crap it was. Absolutely insane. They killed that boy, 13 years old. But the reason that they keep, oh, I didn't know he didn't have a gun. Oh, I didn't know. You didn't know because all you saw was his color. See, I told one of my vendors, it was one of the people that I work with at the store. And I was going in getting some stuff done, and we started talking. I said, see, there is an instinctive hatred almost, or a disconnect. It's an instinctive disconnect that these people have with people of color. See, my skin, this is what I told the white lady. I said, see, my skin carries a certain thing with it. When you guys see us, instinctively, you feel something because you've been programmed to think something. It doesn't matter if we're one way or the other. That doesn't matter. You've been programmed to think and feel this crap. This is how it goes. Now, here's the gag of all gags. If this thing was just a matter of, oh, I didn't know, y'all would do it to every culture equally. You don't. You know why you don't? Because you don't think of every culture the same way you think about black people. I'm talking about white people in particular that are in these positions. And matter of fact, I'll say white people across the board. And I say that very evenly. I don't say that with any reservation, because I have people and friends that are white. Just like they say, I have black friends. I have white friends. I have people that I love very dearly, clients and whatnot, just very, very, very close to me. But I know in mass that there is an instinctive disconnect from us. It just is. No matter how we try to slice it, they can be this nice, the nicest people in the world. Oh, we just so nice, everything works. Listen, I get it. I have business partners and all that. White as the driven snow. But they're, really, really, really sweet people. But I'm also wise enough to know that they don't instinctively connect with us. They can't. They can say they do. They don't, like Samuel Jackson said on that movie, Just Cause. He said, man, that's why I picked you, man, because you just like them. You don't mean to be, you just are. You're not trying to do it, you just are. You think it, it's just how you move. They'll always have this disconnect. Very rarely will you find those that have a genuine connection. Very rarely. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying that in mass, it's very rare. You can have, in the biggest time of racial divide in the country, you could have a black man and his wife and two small children who are dressed in suits, Sunday morning attire, and they could somehow land and have to walk through a white neighborhood, and they would practically get beat to death in the 50s, in the 40s, in the 30s. They would chase them out of here. Get the crap out of here. You got no business here. You don't belong here, boy. In that same time period, you can have a white family walk through a black neighborhood, the roughest of the rough, and the black people won't bother them. Why? Because we don't instinctively do that to them. They instinctively do that crap to us. They don't mean to. They just do. But we would be retarded to not act on what we know that it's going to be an instinctive move. They do it instinctively. I'm a freaking realist. Did you guys see the video? It was another video. In fact, I saw this one yesterday. Little black boy. I don't know how old this kid was. And it was a sergeant. And it was in South Carolina. The story came out of South Carolina. This active duty sergeant outside step into this boy. This boy looked like he was maybe 120 pounds wet. You got this Army sergeant dude towering him probably about 4 or 5 inches, and his body mass was probably 130 pounds more than this kid. And he said, and I quote, "You in the wrong neighborhood, boy." What? In 2021? Yes. See, this is for all the people that's, oh, we have to get rid of the orange man. Trump is the reason for all of this. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Biden supporter. Let me say that at the outset, because I know I have retarded people on my show. Well, you must be a Trump supporter. Trump ain't even in office no more. And guess what happened? Black dudes is still being killed in the same manner and rate that they were, watch this, when Obama was in office. See, y'all think race, this whole racism thing is just based upon politicians? No. Racism, I didn't make this crap up. This stuff is going to be here long after I'm gone. It's been here way before I got here, and it'll be here for another 500 years after we get the crap out of this planet. Because it's a system of movement, then it's connected with bias, prejudice, and all those other things. So, see, racism is not, see, prejudice is not racism. See, people say, well, black people can be racist too. No, we can't. I've heard people say that, and I completely decline the notion. We can't be racist because we don't have the power to influence the system to negatively affect the people in the same way. What the crap? So you think black cops are just more disciplined than white cops? That they're not mistakenly shooting the crap out of 17-year-old white girls in a car? You think black cops are just that much more disciplined? It's a different nature. It's a different instinctive nature. But if you don't think that, if you don't believe that, then you'll go along with this narrative that the media keeps throwing out. Oh, Trump is the reason for all this crap. Dude, get the crap out of here. The same thing happened under Obama that's happening under Biden. Which is the same thing. It's all the freaking same. Because why? Again, guys, there's no consequence. But I got the solution. I'm telling you, I got the solution. There has to be a definitive consequence. But it can't go through, well, we have to, it's still under investigation. Nope. We ain't got to investigate crap. We saw the video. Wait a minute. So we saw the video. What happened? Oh my God. I think I shot him. I shot him. You think you shot him? Do y'all understand that there's a distinct difference when you pull the trigger on a freaking firearm, a gun, than shooting a taser? It's like the difference between shooting a freaking a water gun and a doggone video game gun. What the crap are you talking about? It's a difference. But you don't sense the difference, white lady, white cop, white people cops that shooting the crap out of black people. You don't feel it because what you see, you don't make a connection with the person that you're shooting. There's a distinct difference. If you all do not understand this in mass, I'm telling you guys, we're going to be swole. We're going to be swole. I fully get it. I teach my sons, survive the encounter. Son, survive the encounter. You don't argue with these people. It's so much easier to go down to that place and get them people some money and just let you come home than us going down and we can't even see your body because it's under investigation. What the crap are you talking about? I watched the lady and her and the boy's father in an interview. We haven't been able to even see our son. They won't even let us see him. It's still under investigation. The little boy in Chicago, they got the crap shot out of him. The video showed the boy just like this. He was just like this when the cop shot him. Dude turned around, he was just like this. They froze the picture. Look, freeze, click. The boy was standing there just like this. Shot that boy, 13 years old, in his chest, died on the scene. And this is what jacks me up. Why are y'all working so hard trying to revive these people after y'all done shot them 5 times? Or you done shot them in the chest? Or shot them in their face? You doing CPR. Don't freaking CPR me, man. Are you the one that freaking just shot me? Meaningless symbolism. It doesn't mean a doggone thing. What should happen to that cop that killed the crap out of that black boy? What should happen to that white lady cop that killed the crap out of that boy in that car, 20 years old? There should be a direct consequence. Oh, you shot the crap out of somebody? Oh, well, it's automatic. Your house is gone. Your cars are gone. No college for you, your children, or your grandchildren. Right off the rip. You get no Social Security. You get no retirement. But see, this would suggest, watch this, guys, justice. But there is no freaking justice, man. It ain't no doggone justice in this crap. It ain't no balancing of the proverbial table, man. Because the system is tilted. The system is a racist system, and the system is tilted towards and in the favor of that particular culture of people. The only way that this is going to work, there has to be a financial consequence. It has to be financial. It has to be more financial than it is jail time. If they knew and they know that you are going to lose all of your resources, so if you're married, your wife loses her job, you lose your job. Your wife can't get a mortgage, neither can you. You cannot get any type of government funding or loans, nothing at all. Now watch this, guys. If this is what you do, this should be the consequence. I guarantee you, if there was a definitive financial consequence, we would see a decline. It would look just like a doggone ski slope graph. It would go straight down to the floor. Because they would understand that if I do this, this is going to happen to me. Oh, Dad, I graduated from high school. Too bad, little white guy. You ain't going to college. But why not? Because your grandfather killed the crap out of an unarmed black person. What? If we kill black people, that's what happened? No, that's not all that will happen, little Timmy. You can't get a mortgage. I can't buy a house? No. You have to live at the YMCA. What? I don't want to live at the YMCA. Well, your grandfather shot the crap out of an unarmed black person, and this is what's going to happen. But I need a car. Too bad. I hope you got a horse, because you will not be getting a car. Why? Your grandfather shot the crap out of an unarmed black person. There has to be a consequence. And that consequence has to reach way down and affect a bunch of people in that line, in that genealogy. All you have to do is do it a couple times. All you have to do is do it a couple times, and then all of a sudden that crap would stop. It would stop almost overnight. Well, I'm just so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Well, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Just like the other little white girl. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. And black people, stop showing up on these doggone news. Oh, we forgive you. And no, stop, man. Because they take that as that's their redemption. That's it. Well, they forgave me. Oh, so now I can sleep better. No, I hope you can't sleep forever. The crap you talking about. I hope one of your legs draw up on you. I hope your liver dry up just like the dirt and evilness that's in your what are you talking about? Where do we get this? We just like some freaking little dogs. We have some assholes. Okay, did you guys see? I don't know if you guys saw. There was a story. I think it came out of Detroit some years ago. These cops beat the crap out of this black dude. And they beat this boy so bad that they broke the billy club on this boy's head. He like snapped the nightstick or something. It broke. This dude was so traumatized and he was so brainwashed. He apologized to the cop for his head being so hard that it broke the dude's nightstick for beating it. I need you to understand that. They think everything is okay. I'm telling you, this is not a mistake. They're doing this because they have no connection and they have no consequence. There has to be consequences. Stop telling these people, oh, we just going to do it peacefully. I'm not inciting nothing. I'm just saying, stop saying this. Dude, stop telling people that. Because they think it's okay. They think this crap is normal. Oh, it's okay. Nothing's going to happen. All they're going to do is march. They're going to march, and they may bust a few windows, but those bricks will be provided by the Black Lives Matter people because we need to raise some more money. Remember that. Did I say that out loud? These people raise billions of dollars, Black Lives Matter. And you know what niggas got? Some paint in the middle of the street. Talking about Black Lives Matter. Don't mean a doggone thing. It's meaningless symbolism. Watch what happens. You'll see all these people. You'll see the little attorney dude show up. You're going to see Al Sharpton or somebody going to pop up. And when you guys get a chance, please go back and pull up the interview of the mafia dude who talked about Al Sharpton and how he was paid by the mafia to collect and rally up black people whenever something happened. The little mafia dude was like, hey, man, you know, Al said he's changed, but I don't think that he's changed. I think he's pretty much doing the same thing. But, hey, he says he's changed. Hey, what am I to say? Just puppets, programming. Look at this stuff. Look at how it looks. Look at it. We have to be aware. We're not aware. We've been behind the wheel sleeping. We have to understand there has to be a consequence. We have to, if there's going to be any type of demand, if you get walking down the street and talking about Black Lives Matter, don't y'all put a flag on talking about no doggone Black Lives Matter. Crap out of here. There has to be a consequence directly to the system that does it. See, that's going to be the pickle. The pickle is going to be that, not somebody marching. That is the solution. The only thing that this power structure understands is the loss of money and the loss of life or livelihood. That's it. They don't understand marching. They'll go out there and help you sing. Come on, niggas. We shall know. They're holding hands with you. And they know when they get finished, they're going to walk right out of that situation and go right back to the exact same system that they were engaging and employing before. This is insane. We have to understand we're dealing with a system that's, first of all, tilted. It's weighted. We know that off the gate. It's a weighted and tilted system. In order for you to unbalance this equation, you have to put other bricks that's going to be equivalent on the other side of that scale. You see that Lady Justice thing, the white lady up there, talking about holding that thing with her eyes blindfolded? Crap out of here. That ain't, no. It ain't no justice. We just want justice. No. We want consequences. Forget justice, because we already know the system is not built to give us justice. Do you think that a court system ran by wolves, foxes, and doggone coyotes are going to be a fair system for a bunch of rabbits and squirrels and chickens? You're insane to think that. You're not going to have justice in that system. The only way, there is no justice in that system. You have to get a consequence connected to whatever they do. I remember when they first came out with electric fences for dogs, and dogs that were used to just running out the yard and chasing people and doing all that. Man, they put those collars on them, and when them dogs stepped outside the fence, that thing was like, zzz. Man, them dogs was like, whoa, what the crap? They would see a squirrel, they would see a cat, or they'll see a little kid that they're going to chase. And it only took a couple times. When it zapped them dogs understood quickly that there is a consequence associated with me leaving this yard. If I go across this line, I'm going to get zapped. Crap, birds got more sense than that. You can look at birds on the freeway. They'll stay right behind the yellow line and eat whatever's over there. They don't even run. They don't fly away when a truck comes. They don't do it because they already know. If I stay over here, ain't nothing going to happen. But they saw their other friends went stepping across the line trying to get something out the middle of the street, and them birds got the crap smashed out of them. They're like, oh, shoot, man, we can't do that. So they start dragging the stuff across the line. Over time, they recognize I have to do something different, or I'm going to suffer a tremendous consequence. This junk is going to jack me up. If I don't make an adjustment, I'm going to get jacked up. They have to know this exact same thing. These white officers in this system has to know, if you do these things to unarmed black people that show no clear sign of danger, there should be a consequence for you. Forget you fight. No, that ain't enough. You got to lose everything you earned in the last 26 years, Potter lady. You got to lose all your money. You got to lose all your bread. If you lose all your money, you lose all your resources and your ability to make money and substantiate your family, you will stop doing that crap. Or guess what you'll do? You'll find a different profession that doesn't allow you to do that. Crap out of here. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know what happened. All right. Well, I didn't know either. All your stuff is gone. Your bank account is gone. All your money and resources go to this kid's family. Not only yours, your savings, your wife's savings, and your family's savings all go towards this boy's family forever. All of a sudden, you will see a dramatic drop. These people killing the crap out of black people. I hate to see these stories. I hate to hear about them. It's very sad. It's very sad. But until we make these adjustments, this is going to be the constant. This is what we're going to be. This is going to be the constant. This will be the constant that we will experience and see if we don't make the adjustment. Connect a consequence with this crap, and these monks will stop this foolishness. All right, guys, that's some time. This is your friend, Brother Robert W. Jojo Hill, serving the artist and the author. I want you guys to be encouraged, be empowered, and most of all, guys, come on, please stay with me. Be enlightened. Boy, I forgot to plug any of the products today. Go to the website, RW Jojo Hill. I think we got it up there. Go over there and support the doggone show. Cash App, RW Jojo Hill. It's the Cash App, $ RW Jojo Hill. PayPal is servantrwh@gmail.com. Please do that as well. And that's it, man. That's all I got. Go to the website, www.rwjojohill.com, and grab some of those powerful trainings and stuff. We'll be coming back. I think we got a surprise coming up for y'all. I got a text from one of my friends tonight. And I'm not going to tell y'all who it is just yet, but I think we're going to be doing a little show talking about some very powerful things in relationship to this relationship stuff and empowerment and all this wonderful motivation that I want to give you guys. But I had to talk about this piece because this is our media. This is our media. We, I don't know, it's probably 20 years ago, I got the understanding that I had to develop a media company because initially my company was called Joe Fuller Music Group, but music was very limiting for the things that I knew I had to do. My assignment was to encourage, empower, and to enlighten. That's a part of the assignment. So I knew that I needed media. So I started building media. And we've done, by the grace of the Almighty, we've been able to do some very powerful things in terms of media. All right, guys, that's it. That's the time. That's it. Okay, that's it for sure this time. This is your friend and brother Robert W. Jojo Hill, serving artist and author. I want you guys to be encouraged, be empowered, and most of all, guys, say it with me, man. Be enlightened. Servant has spoken. And I'm out this month.